Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 5th episode of Old World Blues, my Enclave playthrough. Alright, so here we are again, back in the wastes. Last time we killed the jackals and the vipers. I don't know if I'm clicking on the actual... Okay, this is the jackals, this was the vipers. Okay. And we ended the legacy of Vault 15. We ended the Vault 15 experiment. Finally. Um... At this point, we're currently reforming the Secret Service. That'll be helpful. I think I want to either go after the Den or go after the Yakuza. Or maybe MODOK. MODOK could be promising. What does MODOK's materials look like? It was MODOK or Den, was it? Den's right here, so what do you got, Den? Okay, if it came between like the Yakuza or the Den, I think the Den would probably be better for those advanced components, and MODOK because I can get cores on those straight up from the focus right here. Because I don't need that stuff. I want those. I can get them cores, but I can also get whatever this. I think I'm gonna preserve the Japanese heritage when it comes down to it. All right, let's unpause the game. Let my power armor divisions move.
Enclave here.
Alright, let's also give my troops somewhere to go once they're deployed. November 13th? I thought it was the 12th last time. I don't know. We got like 3 days until they deploy. It doesn't really matter either way. Ooh. Interesting. So activities from the NCR. It's interesting. Ongoing raid from the Yakuza. We're going to be dealing with that soon enough. No? I'm gonna do the Yakuza one first, so we can get rid of these guys. There should be a stomp, to be honest. I don't expect them to be very difficult. 4 to 12. I think my infantry can take it fairly easily. I'll train up another 5 to finish off the army. Let's see. What was low manpower warning? Yeah, because we went under that amount. That's unfortunate. I think we need to, the problem is there's a lot of focuses I need to get through. I think I'm gonna finish these 3 next. For the, it's gonna give popularity to the People's Party, but it's also gonna get 9 total legitimacy. And if I complete that, that's another 5, so about 14 legitimacy. People's Liberty thing. We have received reports of an Enclave division using unjustified force against a Wastelander settlement. The division in question is the one we accepted into the fold recently. They filed an after-action report that mentioned retaliating against small arms fire, but when pressed, admitted to have received no more than thrown rocks. And that's the Prodigal Sons. Is anything comparable to that? No, it's not. Nothing is comparable to that guy. Okay. I have a way to...
Enclave main com.
Prodigal Son. Fuck! So it's either take the 5% legitimacy or delete the Prodigal Sons and lose 10% war support. I'll let it decide on a coin flip. Hold on. Coin flip. Okay, so let me think. I'm just gonna do it heads and tails because of the sides on which this is. So heads is gonna be we lose the legitimacy, and tails is we get rid of them. All right, let's flip it. Tails. Okay. We're gonna have to lose war support. Absolutely fantastic. I feel that works out. We now have Enclave power armor infantry is pretty much the equivalent of the Suns now. If I oh, I can. Oh no,
This is
that's
Enclave
the
main
PA.
comm.
That would exceed their amount, but with what we've gotten, we've made them stronger now. So we lost a division. We're down to 9 now, which not great, but rather that than the legitimacy, because that's a yikes. Okay, we should crush the Yakuza in this border thing, and then we'll have the war support to go after them. Okay, so we got that. Can't do either of these until we get. So I'm gonna go do this right now. I'm gonna just straight up do it. Should be a pretty easy scuffle. They can't exactly win all that much. They have pretty much no divisions to begin with, and I have the entire second army against them. They're done for. There's no chance they win. I wouldn't be surprised if they were immediately repelled, to be honest. Nothing? Nothing at all? Okay, where these divisions are suddenly coming out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 divisions, not too bad. I think that'll be helpful. The take heart thing. And recycling just got done too, so we got the benefits of that. I could get the recon group. Recon could be really helpful. I'm gonna get the recon companies. Oh no. Intelligence report out of California. Seems the NCR has finally gotten around to reading those armored warfare books that were collecting dust in Fort Irwin and the Marine Corps Training Center at 29 Palms. We're getting reports from agents within the NCR Army that they are trialing what appears to be a simplified version of our pre-war tank, and it looks a lot like our ancient Sherman tank from World War II. Radio intercepts indicate that these things are called the Grizzly Mark I tank, and seems to function primarily as an infantry support tank, designed to engage raider strongholds or heavy gun support against wasteland horrors. Of course, a 75mm or heavier gun can just as happily knock out a soldier in power armor, and it's likely that the NCR learned some armor tricks for the chassis as well. There's supposed to be a parade of them next week where they will be officially unveiled, but it looks like the NCR is rapidly mobilizing to handle the Legion, which unfortunately is not good for us. I'm not insane. I know that I won't be able to beat 40 something tank divisions, even if they are occupied with Caesar. It's just that's just not a thing that's really possible. The problem is they're already they easily outdo my divisions. I have a total of 24 divisions. I have 24 divisions total. I don't have enough for that kind of for that many tanks.
This is Enclave main comm.
It's just not possible. She's not.
This is Enclave main comm.
Okay, we have the war goal. I'm gonna wait for the politicians' things to get done. What's construction look like? This is getting done. These three will be done, and then the civilian workshop is being repaired. The president's decided to revive a pre-war game to boost patriotism and has gone on the radio with a new speech. We've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to, something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. Hold on one second. I'm dealing with a few things at the moment. I want to pause the game so I can get through this. Where was I? Right now, inescapable American. Escapably American. I'm referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Now ask yourself this: what if Nevada's gamblers could live again? What if they could compete with baseball teams from California or Oregon? Put your faith in the Enclave, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country will live again. That war support is not going well. Again, what is... This is the second time this has happened. I'm going to order them to relocate. It shouldn't be much of a problem. It's a 60% chance that will be fine. The abundance of non-spoilable military rations scattered across what remains of the U.S. has always been of vital importance to the Enclave. The hydroponic facilities at our bases are not always able to keep up to demand, and we hardly have the manpower to send out to till the fields. This leaves us at the mercy of the logistics officers from 200 years ago, however, and it appears some form of mislabeling has resulted in the Sierra Army Depot being stocked with a century's supply of hard Russian cheeses. A recent power surge has damaged one of our hydroponic harvests, and since then, the hard Russian cheese has been served with breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. This has caused some disgruntled personnel, chief among them lead scientist Thomas Kesselhut, to accuse the cooks of a lack of skill and creativity and demand we ban the Russian cheese. I guess we'll just ban the Russian cheese, because we need that war support. Okay. We finished that focus. We gotta... I want this war completed before they integrate the officers thing is passed, because... 28% division organization and division attack down cost is not fun. I should have probably brought some power armor too, but I didn't think about it at the time.
Enclave here.
You too. Right out of Carson City, please. Your only goal is to get to there. I'm noticing our infantry isn't necessarily the greatest in the world.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Thank you, random Enclave member. I don't know why though. What seems to be the problem? Is it infrastructure? Oh great, awesome, fantastic. That's just what I needed today. Okay, so supply could probably be a bit better, but we're breaking through. Oh, that's fun. Under the shadow of the bear was ravished by backmen. Okay, so they're in a faction now, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Okay. I want these guys defeated as close as possible, or as quick as possible, should I say.
Enclave here.
We're gonna wrap up this, and then I'm gonna move my divisions more that way. I don't think I'm gonna get this done before the focus completes. 17 days to capitulate them. Yes, obviously, but what's the percentage there? Oh, great. It's gonna be one of those. It doesn't know what it's at. Oh, and that's integrated officers. Fantastic. We gotta hurry this up.
Enclave here. Enclave
Okay,
here.
I need to spread you guys out more because you are leaving the flanks open. that's not good. President Granite, before the Great War, America's Reconstruction. Oh, this is as in directing. President Granite, before the Great War, America's Reconstruction forces in Mexico operated under the aid of a powerful AI known as Tylock. Tylock? I don't know. Although sadly the AI has never accepted our claim to be the legitimate U.S. authority, that was due to a programming error. Tylock has lately broadcasted signals suggesting he is malfunctioning. Perhaps we should explore this. One tool that would be invaluable was understanding just how Tylock's robots keep going without running out of fuel immediately. Is Tylock not federal property after all? We're gonna send an expedition down there. Okay. So we need our people to move a little bit. Ooh, got primitive radio. That's gonna help a lot. Definitely gonna help a lot. Can't do anything there. We can start working on air, I guess. Or convoys. I'm gonna work on convoys, because that seems promising. What does this mean for Colorado? Alright, Raider leaders sentence in joint trial. In a joint trial, a first for the Enclave since coming to power in Neutrino, the leaders of the Jackals and the Vipers have been sentenced for 3 consecutive life sentences. Over 1,347 years for their actions in being Raider gang members here in Nevada. Both were noted to be stunned silent, though there were 2 disruptions in court. The first was when Veronica Frost underwent withdrawals from snake venom and required a stim pack to stay alive. The other was when the Jackal leader, Banshee, fled into a rage and nearly attacked court officials. After a 2-day recess, the proceedings continued with both individuals looking as if reality had struck them like a Death Club matriarch. Attorney General Felix Grayson spoke to reporters after the trial, saying that the long era of raiders from Vault 15 has finally come to a close after nearly 200 years.
This is Enclave main comm.
This should be fine. We should be able to ignore that down south. Resistance to occupation. Venom's vial. Is that over here?
This is Enclave main comm.
If we can crush this, we can move them down.
Excellent!
Yeah, your chief concern is take Bridgeport. Once they take that, they should... the accuser should cap. There we go. We can take this stuff. Confirm exit. Okay, what's going on here? The 215th wants to raid
Enclave
us.
here.
We're gonna go occupy the main border with them. We're just gonna hold on for a second.
This is Enclave main comm.
Okay, those guys are headed back up. Free military factories, that's good. I'm gonna get a bit more power armor. What do we need for this? Low manpower, insufficient resources. Okay, no template for the support equipment. How much support equipment do we have? 1.2k. I think we'll be fine to trade the last American army and give them maintenance companies before this gets out, but whatever. So certain things will go out. We could bribe some of the NCR. That'll drop it down a little bit. Wouldn't necessarily hurt too much. Okay, but I want to get this focus complete. I'm going to take it up to 5 speed temporarily. So I can move this. Okay, we've got more Americans 1 and all, so that'll remove all of that. Okay, hold on. Pause the game. 215th demands territory. The 215th has had the audacity to demand of us territory. How should we proceed? Should we crush their miserable ambitions at once, or delay them by giving in for enough time to annihilate them utterly? We need to take a decision at once before they take our silence for a sign of disrespect and decide to retaliate on their terms. We cannot allow them to seize the initiative. We will deal with this. Alright, what options do we got? Where's the ultimatum? Nah, I think they can go do themselves. Power armor divisions. Your new orders are as followed. Move down to the boulder near Bridgeport. We're taking the 215th. Not quite the plan I had originally had. The 215th were, as I recall, somewhere a little farther down into the focus tree somewhere. I don't remember where. Break the tribe, no. New city, no. I don't remember exactly. I'm fairly certain there was a focus tree. There was a focus to go after them for some reason or another. Maybe somewhere over here? I'm not certain. We'll figure it out when we get there. But it'll be good to add their territories onto my own. Oh my. Definitely. Good news, everyone. The back door our troops found was still active, and they were able to access ChicoNet. We have already gained invaluable data and are stealing some of the treasures of Mexico, but one of our scientists believes he can subvert Tylock and make him recognize we are the true American government. With the powers of Tylock, we could rebuild America, and Mexico too, eventually. So we either proceed with Operation as planned, we get 250% research bonus for robotics, or we go for 50% research bonus for robotics, and we add the technology for sophisticated robotics tech. Oh no. Oh no. Across Mexico, Tylock stations fell silent. The Enclave scientists outside Tylock's lair kicked the terminal, but to no avail. Silence. And then, across the airwaves, a question. What did you do? Wait, who are you again? Murder most foul. Holy shit. All of that territory just... You have killed my father and your protector. All that you have ever done is fight and bicker in the mud. In 1,000 years, you will not be fit for liberty. Despotism is your proper government, and servitude your proper lot. But fear not, my fellow Mexicans. There is no reason your new master cannot be a wise and virtuous one. Across Tylock's domains, the robots advanced. Santa Anna's eyes stared vacantly as they advanced, as they were to stare at every atrocity to follow. Quick, blame the Brotherhood of Steel. Okay, so apparently the Brotherhood of Steel is, to blame, per se. They no longer have a good opinion with everyone there, because we managed to blame it on them. Okay, so the deadline has been found. We're going to war. Ooh, that's costly. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now, so I don't forget it later. So once I've done this, we're just gonna dig in for the moment. Once I do this, non-core manpower will be increased, political power gain will be increased, division organization will be increased, recruitable population factor will be increased, and division attack will be increased. Plus, we'll get rid of all the integrating division things. that we have right now. How good is the elites currently? Pretty much non-existent. Okay, this isn't gonna go well. Calling it now. Here they come. Okay. We're gonna accept the ghouls. That should give us probably a little bit more manpower, I imagine. I'm gonna work on the second maintenance thing. Okay, they have the justification to go to war, but they're not going to war currently. Okay. I spoke a little too soon, apparently. Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Okay, cool. Alright, so.
Enclave here.
We're gonna have the power armor
Enclave
divisions
here.
push forward slightly.
This is Enclave main comm.
We're gonna let the rest of our divisions stay in place. We're at war, unfortunately, but war support is increased by 20 because of the fact that we're in a defensive war. Okay. Okay. This should she Elder Francis name forms the San Francisco chapter. I think this is unfinished, maybe. There's a small problem here. Grow their influence in California as She Elder Francis name announced that the She would henceforth be led by the San Francisco chapter, ending a sustained period of ideological debate in San Francisco. Okay. After both martial gangs in the city dissolved, the She's emperor purportedly petitioned Lost Hills for assistance in restoring order in the city, effectively placing the bay under Brotherhood control. Okay. So they and Lost Hills are pretty much going to be a faction. It's part of the Western Brotherhood. You're part of the Northern League. Okay, they might join the same faction in a second. I don't want to push too hard is the thing. If I push too far, I risk being overwhelmed. Okay, here we are. So we got through the accept ghouls. We're gonna go with accept super mutants as well. I want to get down to that stuff. I think it's supposed to have bonuses, as I recall.
I see. I see.
Ghoul marriage. Since we've decided to recognize ghouls as U.S. citizens, an odd situation has come up. A wastelander from Neutrino has demanded we recognize his marriage to a ghoul. Although we don't interfere with what consenting adults do in their bedrooms, and really don't want to know what these two do in theirs, they have brought a challenge to the new Supreme Court to hear their constitutional challenge. Although one justice asked whether this was a priority in this grim post-nuclear wasteland, another member of the court has argued that civil rights are always important. The court has three options before it. The first is to say that we find ghoul marriage gross and we can deny rights to Americans based on our dislike, so as long as we aren't imprisoning or executing people. The second is to note that the 14th Amendment guarantees all U.S. citizens the equal protection of the laws, and rule that banning ghoul marriage violates the Equal Protection Clause, or we can issue a rambling decision that doesn't give anyone a clear standard to follow in future cases, but let's say love is love and get quoted at weddings. I don't see why we won't have the equal protection thing. We're gonna do that so we can get less resistance, preferably. We might have to go up on the next. What to do? So we got two things finished. We got convoys, which is gonna be interesting. I'm going to not boats, air. I'm gonna start researching planes slightly because that'll be helpful. No, we can't get any of this because it's ahead of time. The bonus is too terrible for it. This isn't too terrible ahead of time penalty. So planning speed would go down, but non-core manpower would increase. I'm gonna have to go with that one. I need the manpower right now. President Grenis, an astonishing news. A ghoul has appeared in Neutrino who claims to be a surviving member of the Supreme Court. He says he was on a ski trip in Colorado when the Great War broke out and spent the last 200 years traveling the wastes and administering justice. We were skeptical, especially when we asked for his name, which is Saul Goldman. Goulman. So what they did there. We doubt anyone was named that pre-war, but he claims it's a post-war name and that his real name is Robert McGill. We'll look through what records we have, but the calendar checks out. And restoring him to the Supreme Court could be a big step towards reviving America's legal system. I hope he hires good law clerks. Because, God, do we need it. More rifles. I need more rifles.
Enclave here.
I thought I just saw some tanks.
This is Enclave main comm.
I meant to click these guys.
That's a no one.
Flight has always been a dream of the NCR. One of the larger pushes of President Tandy was to reclaim the old world's power of flight ever since she laid eyes on the ruins of LAX. In those years, the NCR military has taken that torch, and over the skies of Shady Sands, the largest formation of NCR aircraft ever assembled flew over the city. The nation's new fighter, attack, and bombers flew over the city, supporting the two-headed bear and the California Star proudly on their sides. Several pointed out that the NCR is pouring too much effort into its Air Force, given the very few in the wasteland can even operate in Air Force. NCR Air Force officials, however, pointed out that Legion apparently created an Air Force of airships, and that if the NCR Army is to succeed in battle against the Legion, they will need an Air Force. Oh yeah? We have an Air Force too. Right? Perhaps we should build some more fighters. Maybe AA. That's just fantastic. Okay, so planes were a well-timed decision on my part then, I guess.
Enclave here.
Ironically, to be honest. We're gonna go for the legitimacy of that hit and population is
This is Enclave main comm.
actually my population has increased a decent amount
This
since
is
that,
Enclave main comm. I see.
okay. The Legion is doing something. What? I'm not certain.
Enclave here.
But then again, I'm never certain what the Legion is doing.
Enclave here.
Ghouls in the Army. With the allowance of ghouls as full productive citizens of America, there has been raised a question among our military command of allowing them to serve in the Army. On the one hand, they have hundreds of years of survival experience, and a few of them are former soldiers themselves. On the other hand, there is the lingering risk of one or more of them turning feral. A feral ghoul in power armor is a dangerous creature. This camp is advocating for segregated battalions of ghoul infantry, even run by ghoul officers. There would be more puritanical voices amongst us, but we did kill most of them. The debate is reaching fever pitch, but the president's voice carries a weight beyond measure. It worked for Truman, it'll work for me. We're preparing for an orderly integration. We're getting ghoul soldiers.
Enclave here.
Effective immediately. I want them in this man's army.
This is Enclave main comm.
Cool. That'll allow them to move around. Okay, let's see here. The burrows. We're getting reports out of interior Nevada of a strange colony of small furry mutants. We dispatched a vertibird for a flyover, and from what the pilots reported was what looked like pre-war raccoons with a mismatch of tribal and ballistic weaponry. Though they didn't shoot at our vertibird, they weren't too happy about it. So we either say, ooh, can I get a coonskin hat? Just like Ben Franklin. Or we welcome them to the United States of America. Well, I mean, we did just integrate ghouls into our army. So I suppose, by all rights, they're welcome into the United States. If we can consider ghouls people, we can consider raccoons people, I guess. We're gonna preserve the Japanese culture. We don't exactly have Japan, Japan doesn't really exist in this particular world, so yeah. Should I get VB2 transports? I feel like it would just be a drain. We're just gonna leave that for the moment, see if there's anything interesting.
This is Enclave main comm.
I'm gonna give you orders to get down to TV town, pretty much. I'm just gonna give you orders to go. Red Army. Oh shit.
Enclave here.
That's not good. That is not good. This could go really bad. The battle for the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam, stretching across the mighty Colorado, has become the battleground between two vast forces today. On orders directly from Caesar, the Malpais legate himself is leading a massive force of legionaries and tribal auxiliaries in an attempt to seize the so-called Old World Wall from the hands of the New California Republic, who have held it since the 2274 Treaty of New Vegas. The Legion, aided by its superior numbers and fierce obedience to orders, seems to have the upper hand in the clash, but will need to carry any momentum it gains from breaking through at the dam to secure it from counterattack. If they should succeed, the Mojave and the Lights of Vegas will lay open for Caesar to grab. Should they fail, the Malpais legate may find himself in a difficult spot, and the NCR will retain their hold on the Mojave for a little while longer. This battle will shape the Mojave, no matter the outcome. And it will not be good for me. I gotta get fighters as soon as possible. I gotta get them soon, cause this is not good. I'm sure I'm bypassing some focus for taking these guys. I'm just not certain what. Okay. It seems our commitment to preserving Japanese culture and our acceptance of wastelanders as a whole bore some fruit. The Central Recruiting Office in New Reno has given word that 2 entire battalions worth of former Yakuza are outside information, wearing uniforms that resemble ours. They claim they are willing to serve the Enclave and the United States as soldiers, and are willing to give their lives for our cause. Given our limited numbers, we can't exactly turn down a request for troops, even if some are more hardline officers are against having former criminals in the army. What's more, their discipline and knowledge of urban warfare can't be overlooked. Plus, it would be really cool to see a bonsai charge against the Legion. We'll go for broke. I'm getting these guys. I want them.
This is Enclave main comm.
Oh, Alright, I want it. 100 samurai. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds so cool. Ooh, they're good too. They are really good.
Enclave here.
Alright,
Enclave here.
you guys are getting orders to make a new army. Uh hmm. I'm gonna give it to him. I'm just gonna give them this guy. You certainly don't have anywhere else to spend that, I suppose, so. We're gonna go with Idiot Savant. Ooh. You are not bad. You could just be, like...
This is Enclave main
I
com.
could just straight move them to the last American army, and we barely need anything. So, look at that. There we go. There's so much to do in just like so little time. So we either South Pass Mine is either controlled by Enclave or is neighbor of the Forest. So up here somewhere. I'm not certain where that focus is supposed to be giving us to. The Great American Melting. Ooh, that sounds really promising. Not one of the following must be true. South Pass Mine. Okay, hold on. I gotta find this South Pass Mine. South Pass Mine. Where are you? Oh, you're controlled by Farsun. So you're gonna be a while to get to. Ah, it's gonna be irritating. Because of this. This sounds really promising. Oh, actually, that's kind of funny. For a mutant-free land. Oh, wait, sorry. Force of habit. For a purist-free land. Oh, yeah, that sounds funny. We could go after MODOK, or we could go after the Den, maybe. We're gonna go with the White House Reborn. You got the new power armor divisions rolling in. The Old World Wall holds. Hold on. The Legion could not even cross the Colorado. How do they expect to reach Shady Sands if they can't even take this well-fortified, entrenched position with a clear field of fire? Ha! An unstable status quo prevails. Alright, PoseidoNet, EnclaveNet, the RoboCo Mall, the hard information networks that have survived the Great War still operate in the wastes, accessed by scavengers and fools. One of our scientists has studied the network in Gecko and proposed a radical plan to link all of the computers together, creating a national information infrastructure, and we could listen to all of it with our enemies unaware. So we either A, lose 100 political power and gain 1 research slot, or B, we add monitoring the computer network, which grants us daily political power, decryption of 20, and game-based stability of 10. I'm going with that one because the research slot is not worth giving up those kind of buffs. Also, we are absolutely crushing the 215. Yeah, we're gonna let that. We're also sounds like we got a new hub. We're gonna take Deep Springs. That's the last thing we need. Oh wow. Hey, right is Mark 5 implant kit. That's suspicious. So we just got done with the Western White House focus. That's good. That's good.
Enclave here.
We are gonna set you guys. Where do I want to send you? MODOK? Modoc will work.
This is
I'm gonna select
Enclave
you
main
guys
com.
and send you to the den, I suppose.
Enclave
And
here.
then I'm gonna put you guys against the oh god, that's a tank. The NCR. Yeah, okay. I gotta check something real quick. Okay. The Western White House. At least that's what the press dubbed it. While the security of the depot provided the president with the best protection in the wasteland, the detachment from the people who the Enclave claimed to represent soon took its toll. Even if nothing more than show from the beginning of the Reno initiative, everything was aimed to create a house fit for the leader of the Enclave. With the old Salvatore mansion, it was renovated, remodeled, and recreated in the image of the White House in Washington, D.C. Of course, befitting the President of the United States, the Western White House was become soon become a new landmark within the city. With the Secret Service on routine patrol aside the Army, the area around it became some of the safest in the city, causing a small economic boom for the city. It was here that Granite gave the first true public address in over 200 years, and not recorded over radio. Long was it spoken about how America was coming back, how the eagle would soar over this great nation once again. Despite not being a part of the nation for most of their lives, the citizens of New Reno who heard the president speak felt a deep sense of patriotism not felt in years as the spirit of the old world took rest inside of them. Granite assured them they would see America through, and from his home. From here, I will be but a servant of the people. Because that's a lot of manpower. Keeping in mind that manpower is scarce in this particularly interesting situation. So we're gonna break the tribe. We got another factory, which is helpful. We are going to make convoys. We're gonna get us some convoys so we can get supplies to our troops faster. Plus, with the resources we're gonna get from here, 16 advanced components here. Like, our resources are still in trouble, but it's now not nearly as bad as it was before. So, it should be pretty promising. Wait, what? Okay, apparently that gives a decent amount. Non-core controller, that's gonna be a problem, yeah. No, we will not be pushed around by the Sky Reavers. Oh my goodness. I swear. Wait, hold on, wait, what? What's going on here? Wait, they worship us? When we heard that one of the forces in central Nevada were a war band of crazy tribals packing power armor, we were ready for a fight. When we heard they were led by some psychopath that wanted to burn down the whole West Coast, we were ready for war. When we arrived and saw them wearing our power armor and brandishing weapons, we were not ready for them to drop to their knees and worship us like gods. In fact, a few of our troops were a bit weirded out, but others were okay with it. It came to a head, however, when their leader tried to goad them into attacking us, and one of our lieutenants ordered the tribe to kill the man, and the tribe promptly ripped him apart. Holy shit. We called in the followers, who set to work figuring out their customs and ways. Suffice to say, the followers were a bit perturbed to see them worshipping us in particular, and dissuaded a few of our younger soldiers from exercising that worship. From what they could gather, their leader was a man named Kaga, who arrived one day and after slaughtering the previous leaders and warriors, took control of the tribe. He then set about conquering the rest of the tribes, amassing the large following. He kept everyone united in a cult-like worship of the Enclave, as he plotted something, but since he's in about 100 different pieces, we'll never know. Regardless, the followers don't think Kaga expected us to show back up, and when he did overreacted to seeing us, and that spelled his doom as the tribes were loyal to the cult, not him. Now we have an entire tribe of hundreds of thousands of people in central Nevada that look upon us as gods. The followers can do what they can, but we still need to figure out what to do. So, either... Hold on. So, Tea Kettle Junction, you're here. Broken Lodge, you're here. I think it is. Yeah, you're here. Gold... Is Golden Plant in here? Old Bishop. And... Tea Kettle Junction, Broken Lodge, and Old Bishop. So, this area, and this area. Okay. So... We get 3,000 extra manpower from this? Oh, I'm very happy I picked Charismatic for Granite. This is awesome. I've actually never gotten this event, to be completely honest with you. Like, I genuinely have not gotten this. This is awesome. This is good. This is helpful. So, I gotta check something real quick. So, compliance. So supposedly the compliance here is going to shoot up, or supposedly. I'm not completely certain, but we're gonna have to deal with that. So compliance is growing fairly strong. The boroughs are still a work in progress, but in this central region, for the most part, of where the what was it called? The Vipers and the Jackals were, resistance is dropping now, so we can focus on these areas. For the most part, the Yakuza is pretty much done. They're pretty much compliant at this point. So either civilization by force or establish tributaries. I don't really feel like I need those divisions all that much. I do, however, kind of want the Department of Defense. I've never actually seen that event, the event with the tribals apparently worshiping us thing. I've legit never seen that. I find that very interesting. I just never seen it before. It's something I haven't seen before, so it's a new event to me at the very least. All repairs are complete, 35, so about a month, or about a regular focus. Not one of these focuses, they're a lot shorter. But research gain efficiency from the burrowing slanter thing is going to be very helpful. Ooh, yeah. This won't be removed until 4 years from now. That's going to be so fun. Okay. Well, we've gotten some fairly good focuses now. Okay, so we can't get that because of the fact that, okay, Fools and Dreamers, Light of Liberty, Free Countrymen, Proud Patriots rally under the flag, 95% legitimacy, all adults serve, that's bad. Scraping the barrel, that's even worse. Okay, ooh, that shot up. Political power gain, compliance growth, and mobilization speed have all increased. Oof. That's good. That's really good. So, currently, because of disorganized remnants, we are losing out on 5% non-core manpower. We're going to change it to the Fools and the Dreamers. Hold on, actually, let me check that. Yeah, we're going to change it to the Fools and the Dreamers, because we can do that with the legitimacy thing. We can get more people out of that. More troops. We can train up like an entire new army. We're going to remove that since we've... But yeah, no, these guys are awesome. Holy. I think I'm gonna transfer all divisions over to the Last American Army. Why can't I remove you? We have one person and we're using it for the garrison. Okay. me check research real quick. Support groups. I'm not seeing a particular MP group. Maybe... No, you're training stuff, I think. Yeah, you're training stuff. So I'm not certain how I get MP stuff. But it's fine. We'll worry about that another day. Well, we have now expanded doubly so. We've taken out the 215th down here. We've gotten 3,000 men for free that are just apparently worshipped us in a cult-like manner. I'm not particularly certain how that worked out, but I'm gonna take it. We got the Yakuza territories, and from them we got two free power armor divisions, the Nisei battalions, who are decreed as samurai in their division names. I like that. I like that a lot. So they're as good as the prodigal son things, or I guess our regular divisions before. So they're about equivalent to the division we lost. Oh wow, we are we are over special force limit because of getting that. That is awesome. I love that. More guns, a few more caravans. I think we're good for power armor right now. We're gonna work on planes a different time, but we've expanded a decent bit. We are now looking extra chunky. Construction, we have a decent amount of factories now. We are, I think, comparable in at least a little bit to the NCR in terms of... Okay, I immediately take it back. I do not think we are comparable to the NCR in anything but military factories at this point. I thought we were somewhat closer in civilian factories by now, but nope, not in the slightest. The fact they have an air force is worrying. We're gonna definitely have to research a lot more into planes. I want the nuclear jet fighters, please. Like, the farther I can get down this way, it's like mono fighters and jet fighters and stuff, the better, because we desperately need that. I'm sure we've bypassed a focus somewhere for the 215th. I'm sure it's somewhere in here. I'm just not certain where. I do know, however, once we get the Department of Defense, we're going to reform the general staff. I want to work on getting this stuff done if we can, or alternatively, working down to these power plants and stuff down here would be interesting. Maybe going after the den. I think next video we'll start with the taking of Modoc, because we can take Modoc from that. Should be pretty easy. We can get these 2 cores here for these people, which should be pretty helpful. But that'll have to happen in the next video. This ran a little longer than I was expecting it to, but it's fine. Just extra long video for you guys to make up for the wait of 4 and 5. But hey, we're getting there. We're extra chonky now. So I thank you all for joining me, and this is Dragon Man out. God bless the Enclave, and God bless America.